And this is a Gottlieb Rock MPU. And again, I've replaced the input filter cap, socketed the 6502, and in this case, U6, yeah, U6 or Z6, whatever they call it, was shot. Also in the display section, this 7404 was shot also. So socketed and replaced it, had to retin the edges so that the display would work properly. Needed a new crystal. There was some corrosion down there. And this baby is ready to go. Let's turn it on. It's in my RoboWar. So it's driving something that is different from what it's expecting. But let's put it in the lamp test. And of course, it's not going to drive all the lamps in my RoboWars correctly. Here's Solenoid Test. You can hear all those or see all those for working properly. Switch matrix, no problems with this one, but let me go across row 0, as Gottlieb calls it. And then I'll go down column 7, and this proves that all the rows and columns are working properly. And the next test is dip switch test. And those numbers match what we see here also. And display test. So this Rock MPU is good to go. So thank you so much for sending it. Bounty Hunter MPU board. Never played one, would like to sometimes. Installed NVRAM. The RAM was dead on this one anyway. And then the 6502 was dead on this one too. It had some corrosion and it had leached. I suspect it was pin 21 that was really dead. Replaced the power input filter cap, and 3 of the 7400 series logic chips, the ones with dots on them, were dead on this one also. So, and there was a poor job of resocketing, so I took those sockets out and put some nice quality sockets in. Socketed U6 just for completeness and testing really, and then tested all of those 6532s. And this baby is working 100% now. So you can see Top Guns. Weird. Gunners maybe. Anyway, here we go. Test mode. And I'm going to skip directly to lamp test. And I had the bottom connector disconnected on my driver board because it was making the ramp go up and down on my RoboWars, but these lamps are all working. So you could hear or see each of those solenoids firing. So here was the real problem, was the switch matrix. And I'm going through all of column 1. I'll skip switch 7 because that's the diagnostic switch. And I know it's working after I press that. And we can do 77. There we go. Diagnostic switch, dip switches, working correctly except for one, and I'll leave it up to the user there. This in the third bank from the left, switch 7 doesn't appear to be closing. And display test. And that is working just fine. Memory test says the contents of the game ROM is fine, and that's a checksum. So that's it. I'm going to now throw this other board in here and test it. Also, it's from a Rock.